Welcome to Angular in 5 minutes. I'm Gabriel George,
I'm Tiago Passos.
and today we're going to talk about injectable service.
That's right.
So injectable service is basically Angular's implementation of dependency injection. Tiago, can you give us a bit background of dependency injection?
So I'm gonna give you a brief explanation what it is, but it's gonna be very brief. So the dependency injection is a design pattern, and it's a way to abstract any piece of logic into another class. In this case, it's a service, our injectable service.
All right, awesome. Shall we try?
Yeah, definitely. So in here, in our home component, I created this very small form, which is going to receive three values, and we're going to run some equations against it and generate a result.
All right.
Okay. So we're going to put three values here, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to calculate. Okay. So that's the value that I'm expecting.
Yeah.
And what we want to do is we want to transfer this piece of logic here, this calculate, from the home component into a service.
All right.
Okay, so we can reuse that elsewhere.
All right. So we can use the ng generate.
That's right. So if we bring the console here, we can now use the ng generate, and it's going to be a service.
Yep.
And what we're going to do here is we're going to create a math extensions service. Okay, so it's going to create two files. One is the service itself, and the other one is the unit test.
All right.
But you might have noticed here that it didn't update the app module. So we still have to go to the app module to update it.
All right. So if we don't put it there, we can use it as usual.
That's right. So let's bring that app module. And it's going to be a bit different than a component, because instead of putting in the declaration, we have to put in the providers.
So here providers is basically collection of every injectable services.
That's right.
All right.
So if we don't put it here, we won't be able to inject.
Okay.
All right. So let's put that math extension service.
Yep.
And that's ready to go. We can inject that somewhere else. But let's put that method, that calculate method, to the service, so we can reuse that.
And basically it's as easy as copy and paste.
That's right. So let's go to that app component. I'm gonna copy this method here. All right. I'm gonna go to the service, and I'm gonna paste it here. And because it's gonna be a collection of math equations, I'm gonna rename that, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense.
Yep, that's true.
Bhaskara's formula. Okay.
Yep.
So now what we can do in here, instead of using the calculate, we're going to inject that service so we can use that method.
And we inject that through constructor.
Through the constructor. That's right. So we're going to create a variable here called math extensions.
Yep.
And here is the magic. So we're going to put that as the type math extension service, and Angular is going to do its magic to inject that service.
Cool. And how do we use it?
All right. So now we can, instead of using that calculate, we're going to come here and put these math extensions. And let's see what's available. Bhaskara's formula. So we can use that, and I can replace this calculate. And everything should work the way it was supposed to work. All right, so I'm gonna save every file, so the page should be refreshed now, and I can go and pass the values again, and I should have the same result I had before.
Awesome. All right, so thanks for watching this episode of Angular in 5 minutes. Hope you enjoyed that.
So if you liked the video, thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.
Cheers.